So this is how I'm going to structure the video. First, I'm going to react to my viral video, which first of all, shook. Secondly, I am going to let you guys know where I'm at right now. And then third, I'm going to tell you where I'm going to go from here. Hey, what's up? Hello and welcome to Queen Zey's world. Part 1, my reaction. So I have my computer on this side right here. Right now, at the moment while recording this, I have 4.3 thousand views on this video. For me, that is a lot. I don't even have 4.3 thousand subscribers. So if you're watching this and you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button, tap my face in the corner. Just join the squad already. We're almost at 200 subscribers, which is actually really awesome. Let's just keep that going. Keep that going. Hey, keep that going. When I first filmed that video and even had the idea to make it, I thought no one was going to be able to relate because I hadn't seen videos like that online already. As I mentioned in the video, all my friends at the time had Instagram while I was off it. I knew none of my friends could relate to the video because they all still had it. Even when they'd be like, oh, Zin, I tagged you in this, you didn't see it, or you didn't respond, didn't you see the meme I tagged you in? And I was like, oh no, I'm off Instagram. They're like, oh, that's an option? And I feel like that's, low-key part of the problem, but I'm not judging if you still have social media. That's your choice. But if you actually read the comments, which I have been doing continually, so many people are saying they relate. So many people are saying, I've been feeling this way for some time, and you just put into words what I was feeling. And that just makes me feel so good because I really thought everyone was gonna be like, what is she saying? Oh, she thinks she's so great being off social media. She thinks she's better than all of us. And that wasn't the case at all, and that's still not the case. But I didn't know how people were gonna react. At the time when I posted this, I wasn't getting too many views on YouTube anyway, which there's nothing wrong with that. I have no problem with not getting a lot of views. My whole deal with my channel, as I always say, is just to reach as many people as possible. So I wanna be encouraging people and giving them hope and empowering people. So obviously I want to empower as many people as I can. So I wasn't, trying to be famous or anything, but the fact that this video has thousands of views means I've reached at least hundreds, because I don't know if people just replay the video. If not thousands, I would like to say thousands of different people. I didn't know, oh, are people gonna think I'm crazy? But all the comments on the video actually just are affirmations for me, because people are saying, yeah, I feel the same way. I've gone through that too, which means if I'm not the only one feeling this way and other people are feeling this way, then these social media sites are really messing with us. How many other people feel this way but maybe are not aware of it or haven't seen a video like this that are going to help them become aware of it. I mean, just knowing that I was able to impact so many people with that video, and it has a lot of likes as well, that's just awesome to me. Part 2, this is where I'm at right now. As for Instagram, since that's the one I made the video on, I deleted Instagram, and to be honest, I have not been back. I have logged on a few times over the month, to check the memes friends have tagged me in, because I have this friend who was like, girl, I tagged you in so many memes, and I kind of felt bad because I just met her. I was like, okay, I'm off Instagram, but I'll check the memes for you. Yeah, I haven't really been back with the app on my phone, and right now, honestly, I don't see myself ever going back to Instagram, just because I personally don't need it, and I don't really see a point for it anymore. I feel like it served its purpose for me during the time that I had it. I had my fun. I feel like I've outgrown the app. If I do go back, please don't call me a hypocrite. Maybe I just felt like it, but right now, I don't see myself going back. I still have WhatsApp, which is just for family and friends. None of my social medias are going to be available to the public except for my Twitter and my YouTube, because those are the only platforms I feel comfortably safe on, because you won't know my location, you won't know my personal information. It's not that I hate everybody or whatever, or I think I'm too famous, but honestly, the internet can be a very dangerous place and a very sketchy place. So, less is definitely more. What I like about Beyonce is that she doesn't have her Snapchat available to the public. Like, it's literally a huge secret what her Snapchat is. Her Instagram is basically just reposting pictures from her website, and her website is always just like pictures of her outfits. It's nothing personal. And I like that because, you know, everybody deserves their privacy and everybody deserves the right to disclose as much as they want and keep as much as they want to themselves. I know people like to ask for my Instagram, people like to ask for my Snap. I'm just letting you know now that's not gonna happen. I'd rather keep my personal apps personal and my public apps so that you can't find my location, you can't find my age, you can't find just sensitive information. I just prefer it like that. I deleted Snapchat because it was getting kind of boring and toxic, I'm not gonna lie. First I started by just leaving all the toxic group chats I was in. I don't mean to call the people who were in them toxic because I know some of my friends are gonna be watching this. It's just that sometimes the conversations would go very south. As a sensitive person, I just need to always watch what kind of vibes, what kind of energy is just coming at me. And I don't mean that in like a spiritual way or anything. But, you know, if people are saying a lot of things that make you feel uncomfortable and they think it's a joke, but you don't feel the same way and you express that, but they still don't really respect that, then I think it's best sometimes to just leave the group chat and move on with your life. I do have one group chat I'm still in with my friends and it's called Safe Space. It's really cute, it's really positive. We always just like uplift each other on there and I love it. But I am gonna be deleting Snapchat and I don't know if I'll come back. The other social media update I'm gonna give you guys is I am still on Twitter. As you guys know, Twitter is one of my favorite places on the internet. All the good memes originate on Twitter, so honestly, I am set. I'm getting the memes fresh off the plate. I'm also just trying to be careful not to let the social media I am on get the best of me, but I'm not trying to go back and then be re-addicted. Why? Part 3, future. Where I'm gonna go from here is I'm going to be deleting my Facebook. That's my next step. Why do I say that? To answer that question, I need to just brief you on my relationship with Facebook in the first place. I don't want to share the story in detail because there are a lot of people who I haven't asked permission to share this from, but in 2000 and I want to say 9, maybe 8, I think it was 9, Facebook in my life started like picking up. I have a close relative who was on Facebook a lot. This was during a time where I was young. This person, they were kind of missing out on real life and seeing us grow up. We weren't really connecting in the same way because it seemed like every picture we took was for Facebook. Every birthday we had, you know, all the videos and everything was for Facebook. It was just like nothing was really real. That was my first taste of Facebook and I didn't like it. And then during the same time, I would say 2010, that's when all my friends and like a bunch of different people in my life who are acquaintances started getting Facebook. And keep in mind, we were 10 years old, 11 years old, 12 years old. These were young kids on Facebook. And trust me, trust me, the levels of drama that went on Facebook made me glad that my parents said no. I would ask my parents, can I make a Facebook? They're like, no, you cannot have a Facebook. You don't need that. You're still a kid. Just play around. When you're 13, you can make one, but you're 10 years old, what are you doing? And at first I was like, oh man, I'm missing out. But I just would hear back from my friends. They would be fighting and like, I would be like, okay, what's going on? Like my camp friends and my people who I live in the same town with. When we would all go to camp, then our camp friends would be beefing with my home friends and I'd be like, y'all haven't seen each other in a year. Why are you fighting? And it's like, oh, because she said this to me on Facebook and I blocked her and she unfriended me and this person said this on Facebook to me and this drama happened, so I unfriended this person. And it's just like, I would be sitting there like, so you unfriended on Facebook, so are you still friends in real life? Communication online is already super tough. You cannot hear the person's voice or see their facial expressions. You can't ask them questions. You don't know like where their head is at when they're saying certain things. So it's easy to take things the wrong way or say things the wrong way. So imagine being a kid on Facebook. And I'm sure some of you guys know what I'm talking about. Being a kid on Facebook, you already get triggered at everything. If your friend doesn't like your post, you get mad because, you know, you're at that age where you're just like very sensitive about a lot of stuff. So it was just very confusing and chaotic. A lot of people overshare way too much on there, especially at a young age, which is very dangerous, but also hilarious. You can like go to your crush's Facebook and just like see their childhood photos, which is really weird, but hey, they chose to share it. I'm not doing anything illegal. But yeah, that's another reason I was sketched out by Facebook. I would have a camp crush who I only would see once a year. So I looked up his name on Facebook because I knew my home friend had him on Facebook. So I was like, hey, what's his Facebook? Oh, you have Facebook? No, I don't. Just give me his Facebook. Okay, this is his Facebook. I would search it up. I looked at it, I could see all his pictures, remember what he looked like, see what he was up to, and then bounce without even having to make an account. I could see all that information. If I, how old was I? 11-year-old girl with no ill intentions can search up people on Facebook who I know in real life, find their account, and find out where they live, find out their birthday and the year of their birth, find out all these pictures of them with their family members, and find out their siblings, find out what their parents look like, find out all these different things about this person that I haven't asked this person. Then how much more can a creepy predator who doesn't have good intentions, how much more do you think they can find? They go to kids' Facebook and look at all their friends and look at all their pictures that the kids are posting and look at, you know, all the information that's on there. How much more dangerous is it for kids to be online just oversharing? Kids don't care. They're gonna say where they live. They're gonna say what school they go to. They're gonna say their birthday. They're gonna say a whole bunch of stuff like, oh, I fought with my mom today. They're gonna put everything online, and then these child predators can just be taking all of that in, and they know how to approach you. Still figuring out how much to put online, and I appreciate that my parents watch my channel. A lot of my family watches my channel, and I appreciate that because they can check me and be like, hey, you put too much online. I don't think this is safe. And then I can be like, okay, thank you for saying that, and I could just remove it and be safe. That was my experience with Facebook. And then as I got older, I never made a Facebook because I was like, I don't need people creeping on me the way that I'm able to creep on other people in a non-sketchy way, okay? I'm not sketchy. Facebook always sketched me out. You know, I found out that they actually, in the terms and conditions, you're actually giving them a license to own everything you post. That just sketched me out. So for the longest time, I was like, Facebook, get away from me. If someone's taking pictures, and I'll ask, I'm like, are you gonna post that to Facebook? If they say yes, I'm like, okay, bye. Because, you know, I'm not trying to have my stuff on Facebook. But then in 2016, April 1st, it was like an April Fool's joke on myself that I did. I made a Facebook because I had gone on a mission trip to Bolivia and I met a bunch of awesome people there, and I wanted to keep in touch. So I was like, okay, well, you guys don't have Instagram. I'm not on Instagram either. You don't have Snapchat, and I was on Snapchat at the time. Okay, so you don't have WhatsApp. Like, I guess Facebook's the only thing we all have, so cool, I'll make a Facebook. I put up a Facebook with a fake name that's not my own because I'm smarter than that. I'm not putting my real name. Miss me with that. So I put out a fake name for my profile and a picture of myself that I never change, and I don't need them to have updated photos of me. And then I was like, okay, I have an account just to communicate. I'm not putting any personal information. I'm not saying what city I live in. I'm not saying my real birthday. I'm not making my birthday available to everybody. And I've added people as I've met people like during the past 2 years. But truth be told, I don't really talk to anyone on there that I don't already talk to on text. So if I have your Facebook, we have this illusion of being connected because we're seeing each other's lives. But I'm not really in your life. You're not really in mine. I'm just an acquaintance with you. I don't really need to know everything deep about your life. And if we ever see each other in real life, I'm going to take that opportunity to ask you in real life, so how's your mom doing? How's your dog doing? How's school? How's work? How's this? How's that? Rather than just seeing all of that information online when I don't care, I might as well just ask you in real life when you're there and I do care. Oh, if I delete my Facebook, then all these different friends who I only have on Facebook, I'm gonna lose communication. No, if I ever cross paths with those people again, I can talk to them about what's going on. I don't have to lose communication. I still know who they are. They're not like erased from my memory. That's the thing. If we don't text or talk in real life at least once a month, then I don't technically need to have you on Facebook anyway and pretend like we're closer than we are, because that's really what it is. It's an illusion. Next, I am going to be deleting my Facebook, and I will be doing that at the end of the month. What is my whole message with this huge, long, 3-part video? My whole message with this is always read the terms and conditions when you are signing up for social media or any other apps. Just skim it at least. Check the privacy part of it, check the part where they say where the information they collect is going, and definitely check those things out. I will link a website down below that actually has summarized all the different terms and conditions to different social media apps, although I would encourage you to read for yourself. Second thing I want to say is always keep your brain on when you're online. What do I mean by this? When we're online, it's so tempting to just like pick up the phone, mindlessly scroll, double tap, scroll, double tap, watch a video, like not even laugh, just type in the laughing emojis, tag a friend, scroll, and just like, not really use your brain, and it's easy to do that. I would suggest for you and for me as well, I need to also do this, set aside a short amount of time in your day to be online, and while you're online, make sure you find stuff that's gonna be contributing to your life. Ask yourself, what is this contributing to my life? Is it something positive? Is it something negative? Is it something neutral? And if it's neutral, really analyze it and be like, do I need to know this? Do I not? Because at the end of the day, things are either building you up or tearing you down. That could happen very quickly, or it could happen very slowly over time. So that's what I want to share about my social media journey. I really hope that helped you out. I know this was kind of long, so I'm trying to break it up into pieces so that it's easier to watch. If you made it to the end, thank you so much. Let me know down below what you think about all this. I appreciate anything you want to comment. As always, I will be reading because I absolutely love hearing what other people have to say. So yeah, I can't wait to see your comments. Also, if you like this video, if I made sense, again, it's hard to tell because sometimes I go off on a tangent. If I made sense and you relate to any part of this video, let me know by giving me a thumbs up. And if you think someone else needs to hear this video or needs to see my other video on social media, definitely feel free to share, spread the good news. That's what we do around here, and I really appreciate that as well. If you're not already subscribed, what are you waiting for? We're almost at 200 subscribers, and I appreciate all of you. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. You will not regret it. As always, stay classy and